classic hits and today's biggest tunes. Six Towns Radio.
Daft Punk, Defunk, indeed, on Six Towns. Their very first single for the French DJing wizards. I know my guest is a bit of a fan of Daft Punk. On the line, we got Jesse McClure from Storage Hunters. Hello, Jesse.
Hey, what's up, Terry?
I'll tell you what's up. It's 3 weeks till we actually meet up with you in the UK. We're excited. Are you excited to come over into the UK?
I am. Yes, I am pumped. I am ready to go. I have all my bags packed. I have them loaded onto the boat, and I'm going to start paddling tomorrow, first thing. So hopefully I'll get there in time.
You've never been over before, have you?
No, I'm not much of a traveler. I pretty much stayed in the same town and never left. So I actually went to Mexico once, I think by mistake. But other than that, I've never traveled anywhere. So it's I'm a first timer out there. So treat me nice.
Oh, we will do. We will do. And what in particular are you looking forward to coming over and seeing, trying, hearing?
Well, I know you rant and rave about oatcakes, so I'm trying to hopefully try some of those and then, make fun of them. So we'll see what happens with that. But I want to check out everything. I'm going to have a call-in with the Queen and see if she'll have me over and we can talk storage units.
Yeah.
And then the Prime Minister maybe, and then hopefully I can streak on a couple football matches, just the regular U.S. thing, so...
Spring break! We don't even know what that is.
It is spring break over here.
We don't even know what that is over here. We just see it on films.
Yeah, that's weird because I was ready to... I was going to wear my swim trunks. I have my tank top, my suntan lotion, and people are like, you better bring an umbrella. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah. You'll be over here April, May. Yeah, your chances of sun are probably about 10% while you're across here. And the more north you go, the less chance you've got of getting a tan.
I like those odds. I'll take those. Where can I bet on that?
I'll take any bet with you after the bet you had for Stoke versus Arsenal. What a result!
Oh yes, that was awesome, and we're going to a match on the 26th, right?
Yeah. You're dragging me, kicking and screaming, to a Stoke City match. Of course, my allegiance is to Port Vale, but they're playing Spurs, and I do actually like Spurs. They're one of the first teams I got to watch when I was growing up, so I don't mind going along and just to hang out with you, really, to be honest, a Premier League football match.
You are such a bandwagon fan. You like anyone who wins.
No.
I know your type. You are, oh my goodness.
No chance at all. I've been reporting on Stoke for Six Towns Radio, going to matches in that capacity, but that's it. You know what I mean? You're either Vale or Stoke. It's like the Marmite thing I was telling you about. You either love them or hate them. And this is the same with both of them, really. If you're a Port Vale fan, you don't like them.
Okay.
And they're only like 6 miles in between. But no.
I see. So Stoke is your Marmite.
Yeah. I really don't like Marmite. The good thing is, like with Six Towns Radio, it's run by two guys. One's a Port Vale fan, one's a Stoke. So you get both sides of the coin. Our listeners aren't going to get biased reports or anything like that because you've got both sides. And one will keep on at the other saying, you're putting a bit too much Stoke City out on our airwaves, or you're putting too much Port Vale. So we have that balance. It's quite a happy balance. So for the people who don't know, whereabouts in the US are you from, Jesse McClure?
So I am literally, I'm in the heart of Los Angeles. So I'm about 20 miles north of Los Angeles, which is about 15 minutes away from Hollywood. So I'm just on the outskirts of where everything happens. So all the filming, everything is done just a short distance away. And then we have the freeway system, so we could get there in 10, 15 minutes. I am probably about 45 minutes away from the beach, and I'm about 30 minutes away from the nearest mountain to go snowboarding and skiing. So I pretty much have the best of everything as far as the ocean, snow, and Hollywood. So I'm right there. I'm in a good location. And the city is called Canyon Country, which is kind of a funny town that people make fun of. But you know what? I was born here and I live here and I'm probably going to die here. There's nothing wrong with that.
Your finger's right on the pulse then, if that's where you are.
I know. So I can do anything I want. It's a great satellite city. I'm literally 45 minutes away or less from everything, pretty much, that goes on in California. So it's nice. You should come check it out sometime.
Definitely. I've been to the US. I've been to Chicago and Vegas. They're the two places I've been to, but I've never been to actually LA.
Yeah, Vegas I'm like 4 hours away from, so it's just like, a little bit of a drive, but still, it's right there.
Yeah, can you imagine the complete opposite of where you are now in a country is where you probably will be in 3 weeks' time,
Yeah, I'm okay with that. And see, I like it. The thing is, I'm not a big fan of the sun. I like gloom. Yeah. I like when it's cloudy and gross, because when I look at everyone else and they have sad faces and they look so mad, and I'm like, oh, this is a great day. I just like when people are in a bad mood. It makes me feel good.
But the thing is, they're giving out, over here, the weather reports are giving out a heat wave, like the hottest summer for so many years, so it might kick in early, because summers are coming earlier, we've found, over here in the UK. With this freak weather we're getting bad winters and long summers, so it should be good. I reckon it's going to be good. So you're across here, you come over here the week before, don't you? But you're here in Stoke-on-Trent probably the weekend 26th to 28th.
Yeah, I'll be there a few days prior. I'm stopping in Preston to do Preston City Wrestling, I think it is.
Yeah.
They're going to have an awesome event there, Spring Slam. And then I'm going to Wales to do the Wales Comic-Con. I'm stopping by in Liverpool to hang out at Custom Cupcake Company, and I'm going to be selling Sideburns cupcakes, which are pretty much so you can come by and eat a cupcake version of my face. And then I think we're meeting up for the match.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's all Stoke.
Whoa.
Stoke-on-Trent. Me in there. We're just gonna like run around the town doing crazy things. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm gonna make it worth everyone's time.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. A lot of people are stoked that you're coming to Stoke. See what I did there?
Yeah.
And I like watching your Twitter feed tick over with some of the things you're getting. A lot of people asking if you are a Stoke City fan now. You're going to get the jersey, aren't you, when you come across?
Well, yeah, I've talked to Stoke City shop, and they said they're going to hook me up with a. Well, I don't know. See, that's the thing. I call them jerseys, but I think you guys call them shirts.
Yep.
But whatever. So I'm going to call them jerseys just because I like saying jerseys. But, yeah, they're going to hook me up one of those. We're going to go to the game, and I think I'm going to make my decision there. But I think, I've seen a couple matches online. For some reason, I saw the last game on here. They only show, like, one game total in all the Premier League per week in the U.S., and that's all we get. So I was able to catch a Stoke game. The results weren't very good, but... yeah, everyone, I got about 50-50. I got the Marmite crew of people like, oh, great, you follow Stoke, and then everyone else is like, you're an idiot. You're lame. You're lame. So I definitely feel the passion out there, but I'm going to make my decision once I'm out there. See, I don't know, but I'm leaning towards Stoke right now.
My regular co-host, her name is Nicole Begovic. She is married to the Stoke City goalkeeper, Asmir. He's in the World Cup this year representing Bosnia, so I can go along there and mingle in. I'm not one of these, rival fans who everyone will go, what's he doing here? So I think I should be okay.
Yeah.
It should be good.
I'll out you, though.
You mentioned you're going to a wrestling event in Preston. It was WrestleMania last night. I've just never been able to get my head around WrestleMania, but it's such a big thing over here in the UK as well. People were staying out in pubs late last night to watch it.
It's crazy because it's the same thing over here, and it's one of those things where how old am I? 27 years old, and I used to watch it religiously as a kid, and then it kind of you get older, you get busy, and then you kind of not pay attention to it so much. But then now it's like completely resurrected itself, and people are way into it again, and that's awesome. Yeah. And they have like the WWE network now, where you pay like over here it's like $10 a month, and you get all the pay-per-views and all the old matches. And now I haven't seen a full WWE event in like 10 years, and now I'm like, I want to spend the money to see all these so I can see all the old matches. So I've been hearing nonstop about WrestleMania, and I heard it was a great event. Yeah. Undertaker and Brock Lesnar are back and stuff, so good on them for completely bringing back wrestling.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get back into it, but I'm more of an old school guy. I like the Hulkamania and Sting and stuff.
Well, exactly. That's when I sort of dipped my toe in that water. It was like Jake the Snake, and and Hollywood Hogan, or Hulk Hogan as he was known back in the 80s. But yeah, I've never really carried on watching it, and yeah, it's still quite a big thing over here. And they were out in force. I was working last night in Hanley, where we're gonna be, and a couple of the pubs were showing it late on, and people were dressing up as the favourite wrestling characters and all sorts. Crazy, absolutely crazy.
Awesome.
Another thing I've noticed you've been doing is creating an arcade. Is that in you? Have you got like a room in your house? Or is it in the garage where you put in all these machines?
Yeah, this is pretty much on the off season when I'm not filming. The thing is I haven't been able to go to a ton of storage auctions, and it's not really because I don't have the time. It's because I can't really find any good deals, in the sense that anytime I go out there, people instantly recognize me, and the first thing that happens is they'll try to outbid me on every single storage unit, just so they can go home and tell their wife, guess what, honey? I outbid the guy from the storage show. Even though once they have to go through all that stuff, they're not making any money. So I've had to improvise, and I've had to evolve myself into different kind of auctions. So I've been going to these arcade auctions, which are totally a hobby of mine, is the arcade thing. I mean, arcades are great. Of course, they're few and far between, because arcades are obviously dying out with Xbox One, PS4, etc. So I've been able to hit these few, and I just keep on buying them. I have actually a location up north where it's at a restaurant, and I have about 5 or 6 arcades. And what happens is I have a contract with them to put those arcades in there, and I get 50% of whatever money people put in. So it's kind of like a side business for me, but also my hobby. So I go to these arcades, and now I have like 7 or 8 arcades in my garage waiting to be played. So it's a job, and it's also my hobby. But yeah, I have my own little personal arcade in my house now, so oh well.
Yeah, well,
could be worse.
You said that people are outbidding you. These people who run the auctions ought to employ you to sell the stuff that they can't get rid of. Right? Any old crap they can't get rid of. Yeah, Jesse, bid on this. That'd work.
Exactly.
We're going to have to talk a little bit about Storage Hunters before we go. I know we had Team Money on the show a few weeks ago. That was quite funny. Again, he'd stayed up all night. I heard him talking trash about me, so I'm gonna have to take care of him. So. Yeah. No, he was very complimentary. Yeah, very complimentary. As you all are, except for the odd exception. You all two do get on, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it's the banter. I think that's.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it's one of those things where at first I used to hate everybody.
Yeah.
But then as time goes on, you see the same people, the same auctions. It's almost like you can't be miserable for that long, with the exception of 2 people. I'm not going to name who they are, but you know who they are. You slowly become friends, and then what you're doing now is you're working together to score deals, more so than trying to fight each other out every single auction. So, Papa Bear, Team Money, and even the occasional Green Mile when he's not knocking heads, we have fun, on occasion, so it's cool.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot of places. I was only joking. There's loads of places we could take you. There's Alton Towers, which is a scaled-down theme park, which is the biggest in the country, but compared to an American theme park, probably is scaled down. We've got the Peak District, which is lovely, rolling hills and all that. So there's a lot of things you can see while you're here, and you're going to really enjoy it. But before you do go, let's just tell the listeners, if they aren't already following you on Twitter or liking your Facebook page, how can they do that, Jesse?
So my Twitter is @StorageHunters. Pretty easy stuff. I stole that name. Everyone's pissed off about it. You'll get over it. So my Twitter's @StorageHunters, and you can also go to my new Facebook page I just started, which is Storage Hunter King. Yeah. Storage Hunters King. Yeah, that's it. So follow me there, and I post some crazy stuff. I've been posting some videos of questions I'm asking to the UK. So if you have questions, send them my way. I'll answer them. I try to answer everyone's questions. I got time. I enjoy your guys' company, so hit me up. I'm willing to talk to you guys.
Yeah, definitely, man. You've just used a word that in the UK it's a swear word as such. The P word. I see it on TV shows where they say I'm peed off with something. I'm not going to say it. But,
oh my god!
Yeah, in the UK that's a swear.
You didn't have to censor me.
I know. Well, we're just going to have to say we apologise. We apologise to anyone who doesn't like that word. But in America, that's on 2.5 Men. You know what I mean? It really is.
That's literally nothing. It literally means nothing compared to other words here, which I'm still trying to figure out the lingo. Oh my gosh. I know I'm going to go on the radio when I'm over there, or we're going to do an event. I'm going to offend some people, and I'm not going to even know it.
It's okay.
So I apologize beforehand.
But you've got a radio show, and, you know, can you get away with that sort of thing on the radio over there? Because it's totally different over here now.
No, because you guys did your thing on FM, and do you have AM radio over there?
Yeah, we've got AM radio. There's no watershed. You can't just swear. Like TV, after 9 o'clock, you can do whatever you want, pretty much. But on radio, there's no watershed.
Oh no, yeah, it's the same with over here, and especially. You know, I'm going on my show in about 30 minutes, and ours is really hyper-local, kind of like yours.
Yeah.
So it's more about, you know, the community and families, so we can't say anything at all. So, I mean, the P word here is as far as we can go, and that's not even really a bad word here, so we can't say anything. I mean, the craziest I can get is I can say stupid, you know, I can say sucks, but I hope
it's hard, isn't it? It's difficult. It's so difficult.
Yeah,
it really is.
But I feel your pain, and I have to constantly deal with people I interview who cuss even when I tell them not to cuss, just like I did right now. So
it's all
I guess you can return the favor when I interview you on my show.
I don't think there's any swear words in the UK. Well, actually, there's probably loads of like little quirky words that people just wouldn't understand, like minging. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone knows what minging is. And, yeah, I could drop a few of those in. Yeah, definitely. Well, Jesse, we're going to have to go. I've got a bit of Kraftwerk on right now. Do you know Kraftwerk are? German electric band. Good stuff. This is Tour de France. We look forward to seeing you. I'll keep tapping you up on Twitter, but you have a great day and enjoy your radio show, man.
You too, Terry. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye, man.